What's going on, everybody? Sebastian here from Allegheny Origins. Today's video I'm going to show you how to defletch an arrow, put a new wrap on an arrow, and also refletch that arrow. So let's jump right into it here. As you guys can see, I just have a factory fletched arrow here. This is a carbon hex arrow. This is a Kinetics arrow defletcher. Has a blade, tells you to put this side down. You want to remove your knock so you don't scratch your knock up or crack it. And you pretty much just get a correct angle, put that blade down onto the arrow. One swift motion. Once you get the fletchings completely off the arrow, you're going to have some gunk and like scratches on the carbon itself. All I use to remove that is just a Lysol wipe or a Clorox wipe. Just take your average Clorox wipe, cleans it up pretty good. So once you get that cleaned up, see, it's pretty cleaned up there already. Just going to let that dry. Once that finishes drying up, you want to use one of the AAE Max Clean wipes. And I'll reuse that wipe for multiple arrows. I don't think there's any reason you have to toss that one. But I'll go ahead and lay it down and just set the arrow there. So I wanted to show you specifically, we are using the Bohning Tower Jig Kit. That's what this is right here. I use the 3-degree left helical fletch. Now I use that because when I first got my bow, I shot a bare shaft into a target at 3 to 5 yards, and I had a black mark on the back of the arrow, just like anywhere around here, and I had that facing straight up on my wrist. So now when I shot the target, I went up to the arrow and I saw which way my arrow spins out of my specific bow. It can be different for a lot of different bows. I've heard that it is. Most of the bows that I've shot, it has been a left spin. So I want to do a left helical on my arrows to increase the spin, which will help with accuracy on broadheads. And I did this last year on my arrow set, and I'll show you an example of what an old one looks like. And this is what the one looks like from last year. It's dirty. It's been shot at tack. We've missed plenty of targets with it. Hit a lot of targets with it as well. So that's why it's dirty. But I'm going to just show you what this is going to look like during the process and how to get to this point. But I do the left helical because my arrow spins left out of my bow, and I want that increased spin to help accuracy with broadheads, which I feel is the most important thing. And I have Born and Raised Outdoors wraps. I like these wraps specifically because they are reflective. When you shine a flashlight on them, they will reflect. And I also enjoy watching the Born and Raised YouTube channel. They helped me with a lot of my hunting expertise for elk. I'm just going to set that on there and roll it. Got that wrap on. It is a reflective wrap made by Born and Raised Outdoors YouTube channel. I have no affiliation with them. I just wanted to support their channel, and I figured that would be a good way of doing it. Showing you guys what I use. Alright, so once you get that wrap on, I am going to wipe it one more time with that wipe, that Max Clean wipe. Now, the big thing for me is I want all my arrows to be fletched as close to the exact same as possible. So I like to keep the jig set facing me All the functions are right here in front of me. And then I put the hex part of the sticker, I'll show you. I put the hex part of the sticker facing me in the jig. That way, when I shoot this arrow out of my bow and all the other arrows that I fletch, I always turn that hex sticker facing up my riser. So specifically, I'm going to be using the AAE Max Stealth vanes. I bought these ones from another YouTube channel I like to watch, is Elk Shape. These guys have a lot of elk hunting information on their channel, so I figured I'd support their channel as well. It helped me with my trip last year in September to Colorado, so shout out to those guys as well. It's another good channel to watch for educational purposes and if you like elk hunting. So I'm going to insert my 3 vanes into the 3 arms of the tower jig. Now, when you're using this tower jig, you want to make sure you're using the correct arms you want to use. Like I said, I'm using a 3-degree helical to the left, and it has these labeled on each arm. Now once you get those in the specific arms and they're in place, make sure they're seated good. I'm now going to use the AAE Maxwell primer pen and just clean up these vanes here. Just like that. Now you could just do these individual with them in your hand, but I just feel like it's easier just to have them in the arms already and then set. Once you finish doing that, you're going to let that dry for 10 seconds. And you can see the next step is to use the AAE Max Bond vane adhesive. So I'm going to put 3 drops on each vane. And then use the tip of the glue to spread that along the vane itself. And you're going to do that to each vane separately. Alright, once you get that glue applied to all 3 vanes, you're going to push them together onto the arrow shaft. You're going to take the collar that comes with the Bohning Tower Jig and set that on, and then let that dry for 20 to 30 seconds. After that 20 to 30 seconds is up, you're going to remove the collar here. You're going to pull the arms away from the fletchings. And you're going to remove your arrow. And as you can see, I now have a perfectly fletched 3-degree helical to the left arrow. I'll show you a frontal view so you can see that 3-degree to the left helical. Then you're just going to insert your nock back into your arrow. Make sure you have your nock set so it goes onto your bowstring in the specific spot you want that fletching to be facing. Like I said, I have my nock set like this to my top fletching to my arrow with the hex sticker facing up, straight up my riser. So once you get that out of the jig, you want to take a rag and wipe off all your excess glue that might have came out of the sides of the vanes here, just so nothing sticks to the arrow itself. But that's it. You have a 3° to the left helical using the specific arms for that helical from the Bohning Tower Jig Kit. If you guys have any questions regarding this specific Fletcher itself or anything regarding the whitetail season coming up, make sure you leave a comment. And I just wanted to say good luck to all the hunters out there. Make sure you guys stay safe in the woods. Hope you enjoy your hunting season. We plan on putting out a bunch of whitetail content here coming soon. Our season in Pennsylvania starts on October 1st. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the season.